check. Now is the volume should be louder. I turned up the phone. The phone had gotten turned down again. So it should be louder. Hopefully not blasting you out this time, though. Check. Coming back to the phone. You got me pretty good now, too, audio-wise? The video keeps buffering. The static is gone away, though. Is the volume better? Is the volume better? That's better? Okay. 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 All right. Well, TJ said there's nothing we can do about that, but that's just that's not something we control. That's kind of like tie line when it kind of cuts in and out. But kind of the video version of that actually is like that. So. Okay. Alan's having the same problem. Okay. Okay. All right. He's here, and so if you've got problems, go ahead and call or text him because he's running the camera and the score bus for me. And so he's there if there are problems, go ahead and text him and let him know so that we can continue to try to address it. But if it just continues to be that screen problem, there's nothing that we can do on that. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave the levels where they are. Did you get the message about Super Jimmy James being done? Super Jimmy James is done? He said no. He's looking right now. Okay. He'll turn it off now. Okay? Okay. Okay. We're probably going to get this started here in about a minute. And do pre-game stuff. All right. Thanks for monitoring. Thanks for your help. Okay, fine. Good night. Bye. Okay. Oh, yeah. We can mute it. We can mute. Okay.
Okay. Check. Okay. Check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2.
That should be about right. That's on powered line. Check. Everything sounds good? Okay. Works for me. All right. All right. Are you ready? Ready now. Okay. Speed up a little bit. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wildcat Gym in Lovington. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, bringing you the final Lovington girls basketball game. They are playing for Talents. And it's nice that they get to play their final game here at home. They have struggled this season, a young team really working on putting their game together, just improving game to game. And they are warming up right now, and hopefully they've enjoyed their experience. You know, we get caught up a lot in talking about the records, the talent, the teams, the scorers, all of that. And we forget, okay, it's high school sports, and it's supposed to be enjoyed. It's supposed to, a lot of these athletes, most of them are on the court, on the field, wherever they are, and they're doing this to enhance their high school experience, and to have something fun to do, something athletic, to keep in shape, to have camaraderie, all of that, and to enjoy what sports brings, which is it's character building, but at the heart, it should be fun. And I hope that our Lovington girls have been having fun this season. It's not fun to have as many losses as they've had in the challenges that they're facing on court, but they've been showing up game after game. So playing with heart and enthusiasm, and you've got to tip your hat to them, I think, for that, and head coach Wade Scott. So as they come into this game, a 1-9 record overall, 0-5 in district, going up against Portales. You know that they would like to go out playing their best basketball and have a really good game, TJ.
Well, they certainly would, and, I think they're going to come out and they're going to do everything they can. They've played through. They've done everything, and, really, they're trying to play a little bit of spoiler tonight. Portales comes in at 8-1 on the season, 5-0 in district. Oh, by the way, that one loss is to the number one team overall in the state, the Hobbs-Lady Eagles.
Wow.
So this is a tough Portales team, and they are probably going to go in if they win tonight as the number one team coming out of Class 4A. But sometimes, we talk about high school kids, and they can get, they think, oh, well, we've got this in one, and Lovington may come out and just show them, well, yeah, we're here to play, so you're going to have to be here to play too. And so Lovington, Portales has already won the district. That's already a given. They're already in the playoff. Right. So Lovington's going to look to play soccer and maybe to hurt their seeding just a little bit. And just a good thing. That's what they want to do, all told. And I think the Lady Cats might have something in them tonight because they've got nothing to lose. They can leave it all on the court. Portales really can't. They've got to start looking forward to next week.
Right. And Lovington also is looking forward to next year, the younger players on the team. And we'll take a look at those players and talk about your lineup coming back. Let's take a break as they will announce the teams, introduce them, and also we'll have the national anthem. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes to get this one started here at Wildcat Gym with Lovington girls basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills are usually used to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business. General Welding Supply Inc., the only locally owned and operated welding supply shop in Lee County. Why is shopping local important? For many reasons. Shopping local keeps your dollars right here in Lee County. The staff of General Welding Supply shops the same stores you do. How about support? General Welding Supply supports local by sponsoring schools and youth sports. Shop General Welding Supply in Austin, Lovington. General Welding Supply, a proud supporter of Lovington sports. Find fast at names and numbers.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently.
It's no secret, and at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle's new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, hopeful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington, your Napa Auto Store.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym and to Lovington girls basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. As you can hear, that the girls are being announced. They started with the Portales team, now announcing your Lovington Lady Cats. We have had the national anthem, so we are not long away from getting this one started. For Portales, number 3, Terrace Rippey, number 10, Riley Schillings, 11, Kylie Payton, 12, Tegan Faust, 14, Adriana Garcia, 20, Emma Gonzalez, 21, Olivia Gonzalez, 22, Audrey Payton, 23, Madison Blakey, 24, Kinsey Davis,
25, Haley Disney, 32, Olivia Lowe, and 34, Rebecca Courtney. And your starters for Portales on the court, number 3, Rippey, number 10, Schillings, number 11, Payton, number 24, Kinsey Davis, and number 12, Tegan Faust. For Lovington, number 4, Audrey Alexander, 5, Celeste Dominguez, 10, Jalen Aranda, 3, Madison Baker, 12, Chloe Corral, 14, Gracie Story, 20, Maddie Sandoval, 23, Lex Martinez, 30, Elizabeth Garcia, 32, Destiny Sanchez, number 33, Myra Castro, 42, Caitlin Bell, 44, Jasmine Casas, and 50, Elizabeth Garcia. Your starters will be Garcia, Casas, Celeste Dominguez, Audrey Alexander, and Madison Baker. So Alexander, Dominguez, Baker, Casas, Garcia all out on the court for Lovington. No tip-off in COVID world. The ball will be thrown in from midcourt on the bench side of the court. Lovington in their home whites with the blue letters and numbers, and Portales in the road blacks with white numbers and letters. And we are just about ready to get this one started, as I'm sure they will kill the music and get ready for the first quarter. By the way, the JV final score was 64-15, and Portales beating the Lovington JV. Inbounding will be Schilling for Portales. She gets it over to Rippey. Rippey running the point. Across the timeline. Bounce pass over to Schilling. And then back over to Rippey. Oh, get in the lane, and then there's a fight for the ball. Good job, Audrey Alexander, putting a hand on it, tying it up. And it will go the way of Lovington.
Yeah, the jump ball and the possession arrow, going to Lovington, so forcing a turnover on Portales' opening possession.
And that is Baker with the ball, working against Faust to the left. She gets it to Garcia.
Garcia moving in, driving in, and getting into a little trouble. Loses a handle on the ball. She really trips. I don't think there was a foul. She trips and fell, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lovington. No whistle, no foul. It will be Portales' ball. Lovington ball. Okay. So it's still a foul, though. But Garcia inbounds to Baker. Baker works around outside the arc. Pulls back to midcourt. Getting worked on by Peyton. Actually by Faust. Almost loses the ball. Gets it back. Lovington has had trouble this season turning the ball over. Ooh, extreme press on Baker. And they're going to say that they're going to call the push foul. Yep, and it's going to be on Faust. That's her first foul. So it is on the floor. Lovington will have the ball. Garcia will inbound from midcourt. Garcia looking for room, gets it into Casas. Casas drives into the lane, pulls back, passes it out to Alexander. A fight for the ball. She saves it, passes to Garcia. Garcia drives along the baseline, and again she loses her balance, and she's going to travel. That's foul. So one turnover for each team early on. Bringing the ball up, much faster pace is Rippey. Portales passing around. And a three-point attempt from the left side. Faust with a three-pointer makes it 3-0. Portales on the board. 6:40 left to play in this first quarter. Garcia trying to find someone inbounding to Casas, and it's stolen away. Second turnover for Lovington. Portales has got it. A shot put up no good. With the rebound is Peyton. Her putback is no good, but she attempts to put back and is fouled. So they were going to call that. I think the Garcia, we'll see.
Yeah, I think it is going to be on both.
No, it's going to be on Alexander. So Alexander, first foul. That is going to send Peyton to the line.
Peyton picking up two quick rebounds in that series.
Yes, yeah, definitely. She got her own rebound with a putback, and it wouldn't fall. She got the rebound and then got fouled before she could make another attempt. Her first one is up and good. She's got 1 point in this game. It's the second shot at it. Second one, no good. Fight for the rebound. I think it's going to be a tie ball, jump ball. Good job by Celeste Dominguez getting in there and getting a hand on it, but it is going to be Portales' ball. So Dominguez inbound. Oh, and a beautiful three-point shot. Nothing but net on that one. That was Rippey with a three-pointer. Makes it quickly 7-0. Portales inbounding, gets the ball, puts the shot up, won't fall, but gets the rebound, and then there's a three-point shot by Schillings. So the third tray of the game makes it 10-0. Portales quickly up. Lovington wants to talk about it. We'll take the timeout. Back in 30 seconds with more Lovington girls basketball from the All About Digital and One Radio Source Sports.
That you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth and City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
And back to Wildcat Gym. Out of the timeout by Lovington. It's 10-0. 6 minutes left to play in the first. Lovington will have the ball. Three-point shots by Portales and a free throw is how Portales gets to their 10-0. Garcia trying to find somebody inbounding and gets it to Alexander, but the ball's in front of her. She has to work to try to go get it. It goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. They're going to
That'll be their fourth turnover. Yeah, last touched by Lovington as Alexander trying to save it, really kind of knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, went up into the stand. So Portales inbounding. There's a pass over to Rippey. Rippey drives in, then kicks it out. Faust saves it. They reset, get it to Schilling. Schilling back over into the corner to Payton. Payton drives in, puts up a little layup, and 2 more points. She's got 3 in the game, plus a couple of rebounds. It is 12-0 now as Lovington struggling just to get the ball in bounds against good defensive pressure by Portales.
Yeah.
And it goes out, but it's going to stay Lovington basket. No, it is going to go over. It was last touch by Lovington. So that is turnover number 5 for Lovington. As Portales has the ball, the inbound. Rippey gets it over to Faust, left side. Faust thinks about the 3, pulls back, gives it over to Schilling. Schilling on the right side to Rippey. Now Rippey over to Payton in the right corner, and then cross court all the way over to Schillings. Almost goes out of bounds. They save it, and a pass in the lane right underneath the basket, and now that was Davis. She's on the board with 2 points, makes it 14-0. Lovington with the ball. They inbound it, and that's Alexander running the point. She gives it to Baker. Baker drives in and banks it off for 2 points. Madison Baker with 2 points in the game. 14-2. Portales leading. They've got the ball going quickly down the other way, and there's a shot up in the lane from Rippey, and she adds 2 points. She's got 5 in the game. The pace really picked up here as Lovington getting the ball in. Garcia throws it in, gets it back. She's going to run the point, cross the timeline left side. Passes down to Dominguez. Dominguez kicks it back out. Garcia's got it. She works in. Looking for room. Uses up her dribble. Gives it to Celeste Dominguez. Dominguez back over to Garcia. Getting worked on hard. And they're going to say she travels. Definitely. There was a hand on the ball. Payton put a hand in, and I thought they weren't going to call that a tie ball. But Garcia makes it 6 turnovers for Lovington early on in this. 16-2. Portales wasted no time getting up by 14 points. 4:30 left to play in this first. Portales with the ball. Pass it over to Rippey on the right wing. Over a shot from the right corner by Faust. That's her second tray. Makes it 19-2. Portales leading. That'll be Baker inbounding underneath the Portales basket. She gets it to Casas. Casas tries a bounce pass back to Baker. It's stolen away. Faust has it, but a whistle sounds, and they're going to call. They're going to call on Faust a foul. That's her second, and that means Lovington will have the ball. Baker will inbound under the Portales basket. Looking. Finally finds Casas, and a Casas fight for the ball. It's stolen away by Rippey. It's turnover number 7. A pass in the lane to Payton. She puts up a little layup. That makes 5 points for her in the game, and 21-2 as Lovington down in a hole. They inbound it to Casas. Casas gets it down to Dominguez. Dominguez passes to Alexander. Alexander puts up a shot, and Davis with the rebound for Portales. They pass it down. Rippey driving in. There's a pass in the lane intended for Payton. It goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Lovington. I think it was off the hands of Dominguez. So it will be Portales inbounding underneath their basket. 21-2 is your score. Madison Baker with the only 2 points for Lovington in this first quarter. Substitutes coming in for Portales now. It'll be Davis going out and Faust going out.
As they bring in Garcia and Blakey.
And the pass inbounds. They get it to Schilling. Schilling takes a three-point shot from the right. It doesn't go in. And the bounce, so there's a fight for the rebound. It kind of bounces out of bounds, though.
And they're going to say last touch by Casas, so we just can't buy a break right now.
No, Schilling will inbound in the far left corner for Portales. She gets it in. Blakey over to Rippey. Rippey pops a three-pointer, doesn't fall, and that's Schilling with the rebound. They get it over to Rippey on the right side. She pulls up, tries to bank it off, won't fall. And there's a rebound by Payton. That's her third rebound in the game. She tries to put up a shot, but is fouled. And they're going to call the hack foul.
On Dominguez.
On Dominguez. That's her first. So that puts Payton at the line. She's got 5 points. And this first one misses. She's 1 of 2 at the line.
1 of 3.
1 of 3, actually. She had a miss and a make in her first trip to the line. She'll get a second shot at it. And this one falls in. So she's got 6 points in the game. 22-2 your score. Lovington inbounding. They get it to Dominguez. She's going to run the... No, that is... Running the point is not Dominguez. I believe that's Corral. Oh, and a steal by Portales as Lovington turns it over. The ball going to Payton underneath the basket. Puts up a shot, won't fall. There's a fight for the rebound. Whistle sounds, and they're going to call...
They're going to call Payton over the back on that, so it'll be Lovington basketball.
Yeah, an offensive foul.
Baker will get credit for the rebound because she did have it in her hands before Payton went over the back.
So it will be a rebound. Baker bouncing it into Corral. Corral getting trapped up. Gets it to Baker. Baker fights through traffic. Brings it across the timeline, left side. Pulls up. Gets it over Corral on the left wing. She puts up a shot. Air ball. Won't fall. Goes in the hands of Rippey. She'll get that rebound credit. Rippey pulls up. Passes over to Schilling, left side. Schilling bounces through traffic. Gets it now over to Blakey. Blakey puts up a shot. It won't fall. She gets her own rebound. Drives in the lane and loses the ball. That's turnover number 2 for Portales. And Casas tries to send it down, a pass down to Corral, and it goes out of bounds. And it was last touch by Lovington, so no good. That's a turnover. Turnover number 9 for Lovington. Portales will have the ball.
And the Lady Cats just having all kinds of fits with the Portales pressure right now.
The Portales is showing why they're
number 1 team in the state.
Such a good team. And that is Blakey. They're a deep team, too. They have a lot of girls who are playing very well, shooting well. They're just going to slow the pace down a little bit. Pass around the outside. Oh, and a bad pass is picked off. Lovington forcing a turnover. Corral's going to take it coast to coast and put it in for 2. And Lovington now has 4 points, 22-4. Portales with the ball, though. Oh, and a bad pass, uncharacteristic for them. That's going to be turnover number 4 as a bad pass by Blakey goes out of bounds into the Lovington seats. So it's going to be Story in for Lovington now, who will inbound. More than likely get it to Baker.
Also checking back into the ball game will be Alexander as she goes in for Corral.
And number 10, Aranda, is also in for Lovington. Baker takes it across, gives it to Story. Story gets it to Alexander. Alexander, loses the handle on the ball. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portales. So it'll stay Lovington.
Got a finger on it, yeah.
Yeah, it'll stay Lovington ball as Aranda will inbound from in front of the Portales bench. Get it to Baker. Baker is going to pull back midcourt. Not a lot of pressure right now. Just good coverage trying to keep Lovington out of the paint. Baker looking, now drives in, puts up a little floater. It won't fall, bounces out. It's 23. That's Blakey with the rebound. And a pass down to Faust underneath. She puts up a layup. It won't fall, and that's Dominguez with the rebound. Dominguez has got it. She's going to pull back, run the point, cross the timeline on the right side. Pull back, look at the offense. And a bounce pass into Baker in the lane. A great thought. The execution just not there as that ends up going out of bounds, and Baker touched it last. So that's turnover number 10 for Lovington. And give it back to Portales. 22-4, your score. 45 seconds left in this first. And they bounce it, give it down to Garcia. Garcia puts up a layup from the left side for 2 points. 24-4 now. 35 seconds left in this first quarter. Madison Baker has it. Crosses the court, right side. Just going to walk and dribble. Look for the O. Goes to the right side, gets it to Alexander. Alexander drives in. Gets it over to Story. Story passes it. They get it to Dominguez. She drives in and tries a layup. It won't fall. And with the rebound is Blakey, her third. Portales just going to hang on to it. The seconds are ticking down. They get it to Rippey. She drives in, passes it, gets it back, puts up a shot at the buzzer. It won't fall. And at the end of the first quarter, it is 24-4. Portales leading. We'll be back with your second quarter with Lovington girls basketball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
For tubing testing and scanning in the Permian Basin, call Empire Services. Empire's been in business since 2012 and has maintained the professional and dependable service company for tubing testing and scanning. Empire Services, a proud supporter of all Lovington High School athletics. The team at Empire Services wishes the Cat athletes the best of luck this season. Don't forget, if you're in need of tubing testing and scanning, call Empire Services at 575-318-6465, 318-6465. Hey Wildcat fans! Wildcat sports are back in full swing. Catch the action live at the stadium, in the gym, or the Diamond, or see it on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Links on the school webpage, social media, or streaming at HobbsAmerica.com. The Lovington Wildcats are the finest in the West, and we love to cheer on the athletes. Thank you to our Wildcat family for your continued support. Lovington schools are the best school district in all of Lee County. Wildcat strong, go Big Blue! Hey Wildcat fans!
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym at the start of the second quarter in this last basketball of the season for the Lovington Lady Cats. 24-4 your score, as Portales has just been all over the Lady Cats. They're in there fighting. And Garcia will inbound at midcourt. Get it to Story. Story back to Garcia. Garcia drives in. Pulls out, left side of the arc, now drives back in, puts up, is trying to put up, but loses the handle on the ball as a defensive pressure put on by Blakey against her, and the ball is lost. They're going to say tie ball, and it kind of rolled out of bounds, so it is going to be Portales ball. They inbound, get it to Rippey. She's going to run the point. Crosses the timeline, gets it over to Faust. Faust passes back to Rippey, left side. She puts up a three-point shot. It's an air ball, falls in the hands of Alexander. She'll get the rebound. Alexander going to run the point, take it herself, right side. Then passes over to Casas, left corner. Casas losing her dribble. Defensive pressure. Gets it to Garcia. Garcia drives the lane, puts up a little floater. It won't fall to fight for the rebound. And it's actually going to coming up with it is Aranda, and her putback is good. 2 more points for Lovington. 24-6 now. As Blakey takes it down, gives it to Rippey. Rippey going to pass it around. There's a shot up from in the lane. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound with Davis trying for it. She's going to get fouled right underneath the Portales basket, and they're going to call that on Dominguez.
Actually on Aranda.
No, Aranda, that's right.
Yep, number 10.
Number 10, so.
Just the third team foul on Lovington.
Yeah, it was still showing Dominguez up from the last foul. So that will mean that Davis is at the line, and her first one is good. She's got 3 points in the game. This is her first trip to the line. She's got how many
Davis
rebounds?
now 3 points and 2 rebounds.
2 rebounds. I had her down for 1, but I knew that wasn't right. And her second one is up and good as well. Makes it 26-6 now. As Lovington fighting to get it inbounds. Portales just so strong defensively. And the ball, there was a whistle that sounded. I think they're just going to do it again.
Called a block foul, actually, on Davis
24
there.
on Davis. Yep, she was the one working the hardest against Garcia. Garcia taking a minute. Now she's ready. Looking, gets it in. Gets it into Aranda. Aranda passes over to Alexander. Alexander loses it. Stolen away by Blakey. Turnover number 11 for Lovington. Portales has got it. Faust going to give it off to Rippey. They pass it in the lane right underneath the basket. That's Garcia with her 4th point. She's got 2 baskets, 2 layups. Garcia inbounding. Looking for Casas. Casas has got it. Loses the ball. Saves it. Now there's a fight for it. It's taken away by Davis. They leave it off for Blakey. That's turnover number 12 for Lovington. Rippey's got it on the left wing. Gets it to Blakey. Blakey puts up a 3-point shot. In and out, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Garcia's got it, but she goes up on her putback and is fouled.
And she gets the putback, so she'll head to the line to go for 3 the old-fashioned way.
Right, she is going to go to the line, her first trip to the line, but she's got 4 points in the game.
So they're
going to call that on Corral again. That's her 2nd foul.
Actually on Aranda.
Aranda, okay.
So that'll be her 2nd personal.
10, Sam, sorry. That's all right.
Some subs coming into the ball game as Celeste Dominguez will check back in for the Lady Cats.
And Garcia will have the ball.
For the and 1.
And it's up, no good. Air ball. Casas has got it. That's
but she gets it immediately stolen away, and then putting it back up and in was Davis.
Yeah. So Davis with 2 more points. And Portales with the ball. That is Corral driving down to across the baseline before she can put anything up. Whistle sounds. The ball goes out of bounds. Lovington will have it underneath their own basket. That's going to be Corral with the ball. 32-6 your score. 5:53 left to play in the second quarter. Quick pass to Garcia, and she puts up 2 points. Her first basket of the game makes it 32-8.
And that was a nice little play on the inbound to get it up and in.
Yeah, little give and go. Quick 2 points. Nice moves by Lovington for that. Good execution. Portales just passing the ball around the outside of the arc. And they get it over on the right corner. An attempt for a 3-pointer by Schillings won't fall, but that's going to be Faust with the rebound. Faust gets it over to Blakey. Blakey into Faust, and then underneath the basket, they get it to Garcia. Garcia tries a put back, but it doesn't fall, and the whistle sounds.
And it'll be a tie ball, and it'll go over to Lovington on the tie ball.
All right.
And then timeout going to be taken
by Lovington. So we will be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington basketball right here from Wildcat Gym. And more basketball brought to you by Noel Mark Broadcasting and One Radio Square Sports.
And Wildcat sports are back in full swing. Catch the action live at the stadium, in the gym, or the Diamond, or see it on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Links on the school webpage, social media, or streaming at HobbsAmerica.com. The Lovington Wildcats are the finest in the West, and we love to cheer on the athletes. Thank you to our Wildcat family for your continued support. Lovington schools are the best school district in all of Lee County. Wildcat strong, go Big Blue. Hey, Wildcat.
Back at Wildcat Gym with more Lovington girls basketball as we are almost halfway through this game. It has been all Portales dominating, as you might expect from such a strong team. Out of the Lovington timeout, it will be Lovington ball. Garcia will inbound. 5:16 left to play in this second quarter. Garcia. Bounce pass into Dominguez. Dominguez has got it. Again, intense pressure, trying to trap him up in the backcourt. She passes up to Corral, though. Corral puts on the Jets, moves into the front court, gets it to Baker. Baker then to Garcia. Garcia drives the lane, trying to put up a shot, and they're going to say she is fouled. So that will send Garcia to the line. Let's see who they call on that. I think they're going to call number 11. Is this going to be, let's see. No, it's
going to call it on Blakey. That'll be her
number
first
23.
personal. 5th team foul. So Portales with still a couple of fouls to give. 5:01 to go here in the first half.
Elizabeth Garcia at the line. Her first trip to the line. She's got 2 points in this game. And it's up and good. So 3 points now. She'll get another shot at it. Garcia bounces that, gets it ready. And that one bounces out. And it's going to be Baker with the rebound. Baker kicks it back to Corral. Corral getting double teamed. She gets it over to Casas. Casas pulls back, drives into the right side. Then Corral puts up a three-pointer. It's an air ball, and it's going to fall into the hands of Blakey. Blakey works to the left, gets it over to Faust, back to Blakey. Blakey pulls up, tries a three-point shot, and rattles it home as Blakey with 3 points, her first points of the game, makes it 35-9. Lovington with the ball. Dominguez brings it down the court, passes over to Baker left side. She tries a three-pointer, won't fall, and that's going to be a rebound by their number 10, Schillings. Oh, and then a steal. That's going to be a turnover for Portales. Garcia with the ball. Oh, she drives into the lane, and oh, yes, they're going to call her as the feet were set. She ran all over Garcia.
Whistle that one on Faust. That'll be her third personal, and so it'll put put Garcia back at the line where she's 1 of 2.
And I really thought it was going to go the other way. Obviously, I thought they were going to call Garcia, and actually she thought so too, I believe. She hit her hands and thought the call was going to be on her. A little bit frustrated as well. So Garcia at the line, and it falls in and out, bounces, spins out for a miss. She's got 3 points in the game, though. Coming in for Lovington will be Bell. Going out will be Corral. Casas will go out as well.
And it'll be Alexander checking in her place.
So still at the line, though, is Garcia. And it's up and rattles out. So another miss for her. Portales getting the rebound. Schillings got it. She pulls up, passing around the outside of the arc. Pass back in and out. Working now underneath the basket is Garcia. Before she can get that shot off, they're going to call Bell, I believe, for that.
Actually, Baker, number 3.
Baker, all right. Baker and Bell were both there, trying to put pressure. Girls kind of bouncing off of each other, pinging off of each other. So Baker, the first foul on her. And Garcia up and no good. She's got 6 points in the game, 3 baskets.
But she's 0 of 2 from the line.
Right. She will get another shot at it, though. 35-9, 3:53 left in the second quarter. This one up, no good, bangs off the front, but Blakey with the rebound. Put back, no good, and Bell gets the rebound for Lovington. She gives it off to Baker. Baker drives down, pulls up, walks it out near midcourt. Looking to set the offense, drives into the left side. Now drives back underneath, puts up a floater, won't fall. Dominguez with the rebound and the putback, but she's fouled. Dominguez with a couple of rebounds in the game, no points in the game, but she can look to remedy that right here, as they call that on
Blakey.
number 23, Blakey. That's her second foul.
And it's the 7th team foul, so that will put Lovington in the bonus.
And we'll see what Dominguez has at the line here. She eyes it, skies it, and it hit, and then thought it was going to pop in, and then just hit off of the rim again for a miss.
It hit everything but the bottom of the net.
Exactly. Second one is up, and this one also clanks off the front. And that is going to be Rippey with the rebound. Rippey taking it across for Portales. Lives it off for Schilling. Schilling drives in, put up a little jumper, and nothing but net on that. That's 5th point for Schilling, makes it 37-9 as 3:12 left to play in this second quarter. Baker's got it for Lovington, walks across the timeline midcourt, pulls back, setting the offense, looking for room, drives in, leaves it off for Story. Story drives into the lanes on the outside of the blocks, and I think that was intended to be a pass. It really wasn't a shot. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know
who
she was.
I don't know who she was trying to connect with, but they're going to say it was tipped by Portales, so it stays Lovington ball. She'll inbound underneath the Lovington basket. It's spoiled by Payton, but Payton, it bounced off her, so it's going to stay Lovington ball. Story looking to inbound, trying to find room, and they're going to call a foul.
Gonna have a foul away from the
foul away from the
basketball.
ball. Is that going to be on Baker? No. They're going to say on Schillings.
Going to whistle it on 10. Yeah, it'll be on Schilling.
On
So that'll be
Schilling,
her first personal 8th team foul.
And it's on the floor.
And
so
that'll be free throws for Lovington. So whoever she fouled will
that's
head to the line, and that's going to be
Alexander. Alexander, first trip to the line. She doesn't have any points in the game, but she does have a rebound. She'll go to the line. In the blocks are Payton and Garcia for Portales. And, hits the backboard and goes in. So a point for Audrey makes it 37-10. She'll get a second shot. And does not make this one. And fighting for the rebound, Payton's got it for Portales. There's a pass down to the left corner for Schilling. Schilling tries a three-point shot. Won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and both looks like Dominguez and Blakey were both there, and they're going to say it was off of Blakey's hand, so it's Lovington basketball. Dominguez inbounds, gets it to Baker. Baker is going to walk across the timeline, getting some advice from Coach Wade Scott. Gives it to Story. Story driving around, getting worked on by Payton. Passes it over to Alexander, but coming in to save that from being a steal was Baker. Baker's got it, drives into the lane, pulls up, gives it to Alexander. Alexander uses up her dribble, gets it into Dominguez. Dominguez now drives underneath the basket and puts up a nice little layup. 2 points for Dominguez, makes it 37-12. Portales leading, Portales with the ball. They get it down the court to Schilling. Schilling to Blakey. Blakey back over to Rippey on the left side. Bounce pass into Payton, no room. And then Blakey takes a shot from the corner, left side, and makes it 40-12. Another three-point shot for her second in the game. 40-12, a minute 40 left to play in the second quarter as Portales leading this one. Baker with the ball. Passes over to Story. Story drives in, then pulls up. And tries a pass to Alexander. It is stolen away. Another turnover for Lovington. That's going to be Schilling with the ball. She gets it to Blakey. Blakey to Rippey. Rippey over to Payton. Payton puts up a little shot. Won't go. Garcia with the rebound. And her putback is a no good, but she's fouled in the process. And I think they're going to call that one on number 14, Story.
Actually, they're going to say on Alexander.
Like. No, they're going to say it's on Alexander, number 4.
Her second personal 6-team foul, and it'll put Garcia back at the line.
They're actually going to call it on Baker.
Oh, they call it on Baker.
They called it on Baker.
So her second.
Her second. And that's Garcia, no good. Garcia has missed all of her free throw attempts.
Yeah, 4 from the line.
She has three buckets, though, in the game, 6 points.
Story's out. Corral is in. Bell comes out. Going in her place, Casas.
So Casas and Dominguez will be in rebound position in the blocks for Lovington. Second one is up and good. Makes it 41-12. Dominguez inbounds to Baker. Baker going to run the point for Lovington. Crosses the timeline, midcourt. Gets it to Casas. Casas drives into the right side, puts up a shot, won't fall. That's going to be Blakey with the rebound for Portales. In traffic, and there's a whistle that sounds, and they're going to say a foul. They're going to say a
push foul on Corral. Yep. So that'll be her first personal, 7th team foul. And so that will put Portales in the bonus.
It's up, no good, and the rebound, the fight for it, almost goes out, but Corral's got it. Passes back to Casas. Casas running the point, center court, gets it over to Corral. Corral drives in, right side, puts up a shot, no good. And the ball, free ball, just goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lovington off of the rim, so that means Portales will have the ball. And inbounding, gives it to Blakey. Blakey running the point, left side to Rippey. Rippey drives in, passes it over to Schilling. Schilling getting worked on hard by Alexander. Good defensive pressure there. They pass it to Blakey. Good defensive pressure by Madison Baker, but I think they may call Baker for the foul. Yes, they do. And that is going to send Garcia to the line. That's going to be the second foul. Oh, no, it's going to be, I've got it for 3. Yes, they correct that. Third foul on Baker. Garcia back at the line. She's only made 1 of these free throws and misses this one. 41-12, 23 seconds left to play in this second quarter as Garcia comes in and Baker goes out. And that one is up and good. That's Blakey. I was calling her Garcia, I believe. Blakey makes that one. Garcia with the ball, gets it to Casas. Casas getting worked on by Garcia. Can't find any room. Now passes it back out. It's going to be stolen away. Another turnover for Lovington. And driving into the lane is Schilling. And it's going to be blocked by Alexander.
Great
Sent
hustle
out of
play.
bounds. Yeah, very good. Alexander is showing really good hustle in this second quarter. Schilling is going to inbound it. And almost stolen away, tipped away, but Blakey saves it. And the buzzer sounds at the end of the second quarter. We're at halftime. 42-12 is your score. Portales leading, and we'll be back with halftime stats right here at Lovington Girls Basketball from Wildcat Gym on the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Fans, Wildcat Sports are back in full swing. Catch the action live at the stadium, in the gym, or the Diamond, or see it on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Links on the school webpage, social media, or streaming at HobbsAmerica.com. The Lovington Wildcats are the finest in the West, and we love to cheer on the athletes. Thank you to our Wildcat family for your continued support. Lovington schools are the best school district in all of Lee County. Wildcat strong, go Big Blue.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
General Welding Supply, Inc., the only locally owned and operated welding supply shop in Lee County. Why is shopping local important? There are many reasons. Shopping local keeps your dollar right here in Lee County. The staff at General Welding Supply shops the same stores you do. How about support? General Welding Supply supports local by sponsoring schools and youth sports. Shop General Welding Supply in Hobbs and Lovington. General Welding Supply, a proud supporter of Lovington sports. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcacnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle's new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington, your Napa Auto Store.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Nowell Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Nowell Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Nowell Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Nowell Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Looking for tubing testing and scanning in the Permian Basin? Call Empire Services. Empire's been in business since 2012 and has maintained the professional and dependable service company for tubing testing and scanning. Empire Services, a proud supporter of all Lovington High School athletics. The team at Empire Services wishes the Cat athletes the best of luck this season. Don't forget, if you're in need of tubing testing and scanning, call Empire Services at 575-318-6465, 318-6465. Hey Wildcat fans! Wildcat sports are back in full swing. Catch the action live at the stadium, in the gym, or the Diamond, or see it on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Links on the school webpage, social media, or streaming at HobbsAmerica.com. The Lovington Wildcats are the finest in the West, and we love to cheer on the athletes. Thank you to our Wildcat family for your continued support. Lovington schools are the best school district in all of Lee County. Wildcat strong, go Big Blue.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym as we are at halftime and Portales is ahead 42-12 in this final basketball game for the Lady Wildcats. Let's go down the scoring and talk about points and rebounds, turnovers for your Portales Lady Rams. Leading scorer so far. They've had pretty balanced scoring with a lot of girls. They have a deep team. They have a lot of girls on the board with points, and there are several girls, 3 of them with 7 points right now. You've got Schilling with 7 points, 2 rebounds. You've got Garcia, Adriana Garcia with 7 points, 2 rebounds. You got Blakey with 7.6 rebounds. And coming up, you've got Payton, Kylie Payton with 6 points and 7 rebounds. You've also got Faust with 6 points and 1 rebound. And you've got Kenzie Davis with 6 points and 2 rebounds. And then Rippey has 5 points, 2 rebounds. And that is the scoring for Portales. They turned over the ball only 5 times, 4 times in the first quarter, once in the second quarter. And turning to Lovington, your leading scorer so far is Lisbeth Garcia with 3 points. Also adding 2 points, Celeste Dominguez, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Madison Baker, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Chloe Corral with 2 points, 1 rebound. And Jaylyn Aranda with 2 points and 1 rebound. So that is how Lovington gets their points on the board, 12 of them. Also adding rebounds, Caitlin Bell with a single rebound. Casas with a rebound as well. And Lovington turns the ball over 16 times. Most of those coming in that first quarter. Their turnovers did abate somewhat. They had 6 turnovers in that second quarter. And that is how we get to where we are. And we have total rebounds. I believe you've got that total.
Yes, I do. Portales with 22 total rebounds in the first half. Kylie Payton, as you mentioned, leading the way with 7 for Portales. Blakey right behind her with 6, but 22 as a team. For Lovington, 8 rebounds as a team in that first half. You know, you mentioned the turnovers in the second quarter. Lovington had 6 of them, which was down from the 10 in the first quarter. So, you know, improved there. They did get 8 points in that second quarter against a lot of pressure. Portales kind of backed off a little bit, looked like, on some of that pressure they were doing. I would bet as we get to the third quarter, though, they are going to come back out and go into that heavy pressure.
I expect that maybe in the third quarter we'll see the starting 5 out on the court again for Portales. And, again, they'll look very much like they did at the first of the game, and we'll see the starters come out for Lovington more than likely as well, as the girls have come back out and are drifting out onto the court for a little bit of warm-up time before we get the third quarter started. So we'll be back with that third quarter as Lovington, just needs to stop turning over the ball, and they've actually been rebounding a little better in this game, cleaning off the glass than they have in some of their other games. But we'll be back to get the second half underway, and it is a 30-point lead right now for Portales. If it goes up to 35, then there would be running clock that would run except for 2-point free throws, timeouts, and the change of quarter. So we'll be back with the second half of this one at Wildcat Gym with Lovington Girls Basketball and Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym as we will get the third quarter, second half underway. It's 42-12 your score, Portales leading. And it will be Portales inbounding at midcourt right in front of and in between the Lovington and Portales benches. Rippey takes the ball, running the point for Portales. Gets it over to Schilling. Schilling pulls out on the right wing rather. Gives it to Faust. Faust looking for room. Oh, and she was going to pass that over to Rippey in the left corner. It goes out of bounds. A little miscommunication there, I think, because Rippey just wasn't quite ready for that maybe. Rippey inbounds. That's going to be Payton underneath the basket. And her basket doesn't go. She gets her own rebound, and her putback won't go, but she is fouled as they sound the whistle. That may be on Casas, or we will see. Let's see if they call that. I think it was on Dominguez. So Dominguez, and that's her second foul. It is going to send Payton to the line. Payton with 6 points in this game so far. A couple of those from the free throw line. And her first one is up and good. 43-12. Your score. She'll get a second shot. You've got Casas and Dominguez in rebounding position in the blocks for Lovington. The second one is no good. Fight for the rebound, and that with a hand on it was Davis, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Davis. It'll be Lovington basketball. So that second try was a miss. Madison Baker running the point for Lovington. Quickly moving down, and she's getting worked on by Davis and gets tripped up. They're going to call Davis for the trip foul. It's on the floor, so it'll be Lovington basketball. And that's going to be the second foul on Davis. Garcia inbounds to Dominguez on the right wing. Dominguez drives in. She's getting worked on hard, loses the basketball, and that's going to be another turnover. As picking that up is Faust. Faust passes it over in the lane to Payton. Payton is going to go up for the layup. She travels, so that's going to be a turnover. Give it back to Lovington. Baker will inbound. Gets it to Garcia. Back to Baker. Baker getting worked on by Faust. Runs across the timeline left side. Looking for room. Loses the handle of the ball. And it goes out of bounds. So another turnover, number 18 for Lovington. 7:10 left to play in this third quarter now. 43-12 your score. Portales leading. That is Rippey with the ball. Crosses the timeline right side. Gets it to Faust in the right corner. Faust pulls up. Passes back to Rippey. Rippey in the lane to Davis. Davis going to put up a shot, but she's fouled. Let's see who they called that one on. And that'll send Davis to the line. This is her first trip to the line.
Beyond Garcia.
She's got 6 points in the game. And Elizabeth Garcia, that's a first foul against Garcia. And the first shot up, nothing but net for Davis. She got 7 points in the game now to go along with a couple of rebounds as well. Well, actually, she just had another rebound. And second one is up and good as well. 45-12. Garcia with the ball for Portales. Getting worked on by Faust. Passes to Casas. Casas into Dominguez right underneath the basket, and Dominguez puts it up and in for 2 more points. 45-14 for Lovington now. Portales with the ball. That's Faust in the left corner. Bounces it to Schilling. Schilling puts up a shot and good for 9 points now for her in the game. 47-14 as the pace picking up just a little bit. And I think Wade Scott wants to talk about it. So we'll have a timeout, and we'll be back with more Lovington girls basketball from Noel Mark Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Electing the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym out of the timeout by Lovington. As Lovington's still in their huddle, Portales ready to play. Now they break it. Girls drifting back out on the court. 6:30 left to play in this third quarter. A 33-point lead by Portales. Lovington with the ball. Baker inbounds to Garcia. Garcia runs across the timeline left side where she loses her balance, loses the handle on the ball. Pretty good pressure again by Portales, and they're going to call a jump ball as number 3 and number 12, Rippey and Faust were both there for Portales, but it is going to be Lovington basketball as Garcia is going to come out as she got a little tripped up. She's going to shake things off. Coming in for her is Corral. Baker gives it to Corral. Corral drives into the lane. She loses the handle on the ball, and it dribbles out. Last touched by Lovington. No. What are they? They're going to say last touch by Lovington, I think. Nope. Okay. None of the girls realized that nobody was there to inbound. So, yes, Lovington with the ball. Alexander gets it into Dominguez, and she gets kind of tied up and immediately. And they're going to say now it is going to be Portales' ball. As Portales will inbound, Lovington not offering any defensive pressure on this. They simply drift back to try to protect and guard the lane. Guard the paint as Portales brings the ball down. That's Blakey on the right side. Pulls up, thinks about the shot, takes it. It's short, and Dominguez with the rebound. Dominguez going to take it herself, run the point, passes over to Baker. Baker pulls up, takes a three-point shot, and drains it. So 3 points to add to 2 previously. 5 points in the game for Baker. Portales with the ball back the other way. Rippey's got it, bounces it into Schilling. Schilling back to Rippey. Rippey drives the lane, puts up a little layup, and 2 more points for Rippey. She's got 7 in the game now. Makes it 49-17. Portales up. Baker with the ball across the timeline. No pressure by Portales. They drift back to guard Baker. Just dribbling. Looking for somebody to break free. Gets it to Casas. Casas again drives top of the arc. Bounce pass to Baker in the right corner. Baker drives the baseline. Pulls back up. Gives it to Corral. Corral takes a long 3 attempt. Won't fall. And that's 24. Kinsey with the rebound for Portales. And she's going to run the point. Good defensive pressure by Alexander. Bounce pass over to Blakey in the left corner. Then over to Schilling. Schilling pulls out. Back to Blakey. Blakey around the outside of the arc to the right side. Gives it to Rippey in the right corner. Bounce pass into Blakey. Blakey over to Schilling. Schilling now takes a 3-point shot. Won't fall. Fight for the rebound between Baker and Blakey. And a whistle sounds. It bounces out of bounds. And let's see what they say. It's not going to be a foul. And they're going to say it is last touch by Lovington, by Baker. So it will be Blakey inbounding from in front of the Portales bench. stolen away. The ball's loose on the court. Fight for it. Looks like a jump ball going to be called, as it was Davis and Dominguez on the court, on the floor with it. Lovington wins the tie ball. It's going to be Baker inbounding to Dominguez. Back to Baker. Baker will run the point. Lopes across the timeline, center court. Gives it to Casas. Casas dribbles in to the right, leaves it off for Corral. Corral over to Alexander. Alexander at the top of the key. Pulls back to Baker. Looking for room. Lovington not having any luck. They've got girls in the paint under the basket, but Baker doesn't like the look of it. She pulls back to center court. Light pressure on her by Rippey. Passes it over to Dominguez, and she's tied up immediately by Davis. And this jump ball, I think, will go the way. Oh, no, they're going to call the foul.
Going to call Rebecca
foul.
Courtney.
So Courtney in the game for the first time, seeing her first minutes of play, draws a foul. It's on the floor, though, so it'll be Lovington basketball. Baker will inbound from near the scorer's table. Gets it to Dominguez. Back to Baker. Baker pulls back mid-court. It's Lovington jockeying for position. Casas trying to break free. And she does. Casas gets the ball, drives into the right side, and passes it into Dominguez. Dominguez takes it in the lane, a little layup. 2 more points for her. She's got 6 in the game now. 49-19, your score. Portales leading as Gonzalez in the game for the first time for Portales. Kind of a free-for-all. The ball's loose on the court. Garcia picks it up for Portales, puts it in, and is fouled in the process. So Garcia with 2 points, 2 more points. She's got 9 in the game now, and they're going to call that on, let's see, is on no, they're going to call it on Baker. That's going to be her 4th foul. So that will send Garcia to the line. She's only made 1 of her attempts, and this one is a miss as well. And it's Casas with the rebound. She picks it up, gets it over to Alexander. Alexander passes to Corral. Corral drives the lane, puts up a shot, won't fall. And that is Blakey with the rebound. Blakey getting worked on by Corral. Good defensive pressure there. A little behind the back action there as Blakey fights her way through traffic. Gets it over to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez gets tripped up. I think they're going to call that on Alexander. Yes, they do. Alexander's 2nd foul. So their legs got tangled together. And Baker will go out. Coming in for her is Story. So Story, Corral, Alexander, Casas, and Dominguez on the court for Lovington. Portales inbounds. They try to get it to Garcia underneath the basket, and Casas bumps it away out of bounds.
But it was last touched underneath by Garcia.
It went off the arm. So Lovington's got it. That's going to be Alexander running the point. Crosses the timeline. Finally, backs back over, and they're going to call it a violation, a backcourt violation. So a turnover for Lovington gives the ball back to Portales. It is 51-19. Your score now. 2:38 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Portales inbounding at the scorer's table. They give it to Rippey. Rippey gets it over to Blakey. Blakey with the long, takes an NBA 3-pointer. It won't fall, bounces off, and it's Garcia with the rebound and the whistle sound. She's going to be fouled. Let's see, they're calling that one.
Call that on Casas.
Call that on Casas finally. So that's her first foul. Portales inbounds. And it's stolen away as Alexander's got it. She gets it over to Corral. Corral drives in, puts up a layup, won't fall. Portales with the rebound. That is number 3. Rippey with the rebound, but it goes out of bounds, but it goes off of a Lovington player. So it is Portales basketball. Rippey inbounds. Blakey's going to run the point. Comes up center court. She sets her offense. Passes it over to Gonzalez. Then back to Blakey. Bounce pass underneath the basket to Courtney. Courtney puts it up and in for 2 points. 53-19 your score now. 2 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. That is Alexander running the point for Lovington. She comes across timeline. Story, not Alexander, Story. And it's stolen away by Rippey. Rippey's going to take it up and in for 2 more points. Makes it 55 to 19. And Portales just pouring it on. 1:38 left to play in the third quarter. Alexander gives it off to Story. Story passes over on the right side. Oh, and a little too much Wheaties on that. Corral pulls up trying to save it, but it goes out of bounds. So that's going to be another turnover for Lovington. Portales with the ball. Rippey's got it. Center court, crosses the timeline, gets it to Gonzalez on the right side. Back to Rippey. Rippey on the right wing. Into Courtney. Courtney puts up a little shot, and it's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. Gonzalez tried to save it, but it goes out. So that's going to be a turnover for Portales. Lovington with the ball. Story inbounds. Gets it to Dominguez. Dominguez going to run the point. Nope, she's giving it back to Story. Story on the left side. Getting trapped up, and the ball's taken away from her. And Rippey with the ball takes it in for a layup. Like taking candy from a baby sometimes, as Lovington has definitely had their struggles in holding on to the ball at times all season. 57-19 your score. Lovington with the ball, though, still in there fighting. Alexander and Story leaving it off for each other. Little problem there as Alexander gets tripped up. And let's see, are they going to say she tripped or gets tripped by number 20? Yep, they're going to call the push, the trip foul on Gonzalez. That's going to be her first foul, Emma Gonzalez. And it is a floor foul. It's going to put Gracie Story inbounding in front of the Lovington bench. And at the end of the third quarter, it is 57-19. Portales leading. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Lovington girls basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Welding Supply, Inc., the only locally owned and operated welding supply shop in Lee County. Why is shopping local important? There are many reasons. Shopping local keeps your dollar right here in Lee County. The staff at General Welding Supply shops the same stores you do. How about support? General Welding Supply supports local by sponsoring schools and youth sports. Shop General Welding Supply in Hobbs and Lovington. General Welding Supply, a proud supporter of Lovington sports. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym as we get the fourth quarter underway here. This one all Portales. They have dominated the entire game, but Lovington is in there fighting still. They managed to put 19 points up against 57 for Portales as we get into this fourth and final quarter, likely to be the last quarter for Lovington girls basketball for this season. As the starters... it's not the starters, it's Casas, Dominguez, Story, Alexander, and Corral on the court for Lovington. Portales inbounds. That's Blakey with the ball. Drives over on the left side. Passes it out. Gets it back. Now tries a three-point shot and pops the net. Blakey with another three-pointer. That's her third tray in the game. Makes it 60-19. Lovington with the ball. That's Story running the point. Gets it to Alexander. Alexander passes to Corral. Corral getting double teamed and putting a hand on the ball is number 3, Courtney. They're going to say tie ball, and it's going to go the way of Lovington. No, and Coach Wade Scott, I believe, wants to take a timeout, so we'll be back in 30 seconds with Lovington girls basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
At some point, you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle's new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington, your Napa Auto Store.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym and Lovington girls basketball, where we are in the fourth quarter, 60-19. It's a 41-point lead by Portales. That means we are in running clock, and the clock will stop only for 2 shot fouls, for timeouts, and that is going to be it. And any kind of a technical foul, I guess, would also would a technical
that
foul
would count as a 2-shot foul.
Would stop the clock as well. So it will be running clock. We expect that this fourth quarter will go quickly. 7:19 left to play in this game. Lovington with the ball. Corral will inbound to the right of the scorer's table. She passes over, gets it to Story. Story gets it to Casas. It's tipped out of bounds by Blakey, but it will stay Lovington basketball. As Blakey came off the top and over and sends the basketball into the Lovington bench. It'll be Story inbounding. Looking for someone, finds Dominguez. Dominguez drives in and loses the ball. It is stolen away by Gonzalez. Give it to Blakey. Blakey across the timeline, pulls up. I believe that was turnover number 22 for Lovington. Blakey working around the outside of the arc, leaves it off for Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Blakey in the left corner. She drives the baseline, looking for room. Gives it over to Courtney. Courtney puts up turnaround jumper for 2 more points. She's got 4 in the game. Makes it 62-19 Portales. Lovington with the ball. That is Alexander running the point. Left side. Getting double teamed. Tries a pass to Alexander. The fight for the ball. It's loose, and it'll be Portales picking it up. Another turnover for Lovington. They get it to Gonzalez, Olivia Gonzalez, underneath the basket. She puts up 2, won't fall. Alexander with the rebound. She's going to run the point. She gives it to, passes to Dominguez right underneath the basket. Before Dominguez can put up a shot, she's fouled. I believe they'll call that on Garcia, probably. Adriana Garcia, we'll see for sure. And it's going to send Dominguez to the line. She's 0 of 2 at the line tonight. Yes, they do call that on Garcia. That's just the first foul on her. Dominguez with 6 points in the game and 3 rebounds. And her first one is up and no good. She's had her troubles from the line tonight. And substitutes coming in for Lovington as Bell, Baker, and Garcia will come back in. Casas, Story, and Alexander all sitting down. So Dominguez with her second shot, and it's in and out. Fight for the rebound, and that is going to be Courtney with the rebound. Passes over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez pulls up outside the arc, right side. Bounce pass over to Gonzalez. Emma. And then a pass over to 21, Gonzalez. She takes a 3-point shot, won't fall. Blakey with the rebound. And a putback won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be Dominguez who comes up with it. Dominguez taking it coast to coast. Little layup. Yes, 2 more points. She's got 8 in the game, makes it 62-21. Portales with the game. 5:12 left to play in this fourth quarter and in this game. Blakey with the ball. Uh-oh. I think you're going to say she traveled. Yes, that's going to be a turnover. I think that's just the 8th turnover, 10th turnover now for Portales in the game. Give it over to Lovington. Baker inbounds to Garcia. Garcia going to walk across the timeline, left side, calling out the offense. Pass into Dominguez. Dominguez drives in, puts up a little jumper, and 2 more points. And now she's got 10. Makes it 62-23. 4:30 left to play. Blakey's got the ball, right side. They pass it in, trying for Garcia underneath the basket and tying it up. I think they're going to call a tie ball, or they're going to call the foul.
They're going to call the tie ball.
All right, going to call the tie. It was good hustle by Madison Baker, getting her hands on the ball, refusing to give up. She will inbound to Garcia. 4:10 with running clock now. Garcia crosses the timeline left side. Passes over to Corral. Corral to Baker, back to Garcia. Garcia drives into the lane, puts up a little jumper. Oh, in and out. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be Blakey with it. Blakey, take it herself, crosses on the right side, pulls up. Bounce pass in the lane to Garcia. Garcia tries a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be controlled by Gonzalez, and the putback is good. So 2 points for her, makes it 64-23. Running clock, 3:30 left to play in this game. Final game for the Lovington girls this season. Baker with the ball. Gets it to Dominguez. Dominguez drives in, kicks it out to Corral on the right side. She tries a three-pointer, won't fall. Dominguez with the rebound. She gets it out to Garcia. Garcia to Baker. She takes a jump three-point attempt. It won't fall. And then the rebound made by Courtney. Courtney gets it to Blakey. Blakey going to run the point. 3 minutes left to play in this 64-23 your score. Portales leading. They get it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez kicks it back out. They get it to Blakey. Blakey pulls up, tries a three. It's in and out. Bell with the rebound for Lovington, and she is going to get fouled.
And nope, they're going to call jump ball tie-up.
Ah, all right.
26 turnover for Lovington on the tie-up.
That's 21, 4, 5, yes. So it's going to be number 20, Gonzalez, Emma Gonzalez inbounding. Nice hustle, almost stolen away by Bell. Instead, there's an attempt. Shot is way short. Dominguez with the rebound. Dominguez going to take it herself. Left side, put up a layup. It won't fall, and a whistle sounds. Going up to clean off the board was Davis, but they're going to say that, well, they're going to
Going to call the foul and then a timeout.
And then a timeout. So they're going to call the foul on blue. And they're going to call that on...
Actually, they're going to call
it on 21.
Gonzalez.
Olivia Gonzalez. And so the timeout is just a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here as the clock is running, of course, because 64-23... a 41-point lead by Portales. They've led this entire game, and that final game for Lovington.
Of course, a big thank you to Bob's Thriftway, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Auto Supply, General Welding, First American Bank, the Lovington Schools, Empire Services, Devon Energy, and Now Pharmacy, making Lady Cat basketball possible and all Wildcat and Lady Cat sports this season.
2:21 now left to play. We'll go right to the free throw line, though. Dominguez will be at the line for shots, and she has had trouble at the free throw line tonight, but she has several points in the game, as she's got 10 in the game for Lovington. Most of these points coming in the second half. She had 2 points in the first half, and she's made 8 in the second. She'll go to the line, and her first is up and good. So 11 points in the game. It's her first free throw that she has made. So she dialed in, finally found the range. 64-25 your score. And this second shot is up, and that one is no good. It's Portales with the rebound. That is Gonzalez. Emma with it, running against Dominguez. And crosses the timeline. I believe, they're going to say their whistle sounds.
Yeah, they're calling an official timeout. Because
Okay.
they didn't let Casas check in.
Okay. So Casas is coming in and Dominguez is going out. And also Sanchez is coming in. Garcia is going out. And number 20, Sandoval, is going in. And Madison Baker is going out. So Coach Wade Scott getting some of his younger players in with the last couple of minutes to play. 2:12 left in this one. Portales with the ball. They're going to inbound. And trying to connect with Davis underneath the basket. The ball is knocked away. Sanchez knocks that out. So the ball will stay Portales. Emma Gonzalez going to be inbounding for Portales. Right underneath their basket. She gets it to Davis. Davis is going to pull outside the arc. Get it over to Gonzalez. Olivia gets it to Blakey. Blakey. They're just going to... And finally, a shot taken by Gonzalez falls short, and it is Casas with the rebound. She gets it over to Corral. Corral passes it into... No, Corral gets it, takes it, and puts up a shot. 64-24, your score. Portales with the rebound. Oh, and a nice shot from Blakey over on the left wing. Another three-pointer for her. That is the fourth three-pointer in this game for her. Makes it 67-24. Lovington with the ball. Sanchez. Sanchez going to drive around to the right side. And it's going to be stolen away by Blakey. So another turnover for Lovington. Blakey's going to pull up. Less than a minute to play in this one now. And trying a three-point shot again is Gonzalez. It misses, goes off and out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by by Lovington. So it'll be
Destiny
Portales'
Sanchez
ball.
touched it last. Yeah.
Emma Gonzalez going to inbound. 38 seconds left to play. They inbound it. Fight for the ball as Davis feeds it to Courtney underneath the basket. Courtney pulls up with a layup, her 6th point of the game, 69-24. 25 seconds left to play. Corral with the ball for Lovington. She's going to drive in, pass it over to Casas. Casas pulls up top of the arc, gets it over to Sandoval. Sandoval dribbles around, gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez picks it up, and they're going to say that she is fouled. They're going to call that on number 20, Gonzalez. And it will, so they're going to say it's going to be on the floor.
Yep.
I know, and there's going to be a timeout.
Nope, that's the end of the game.
That's it. Okay, and seconds
Running
ticked
clock.
away, running clock. It comes before the end comes before you know it. Yeah, 69-24 is your final score at the buzzer, and we'll be back to wrap things up here at Wildcat Gym with Lovington girls basketball from No Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
5 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Looking for tubing testing and scanning in the Permian Basin? Call Empire Services. Empire's been in business since 2012 and has maintained the professional and dependable service company for tubing testing and scanning. Empire Services, a proud supporter of all Lovington High School athletics. The team at Empire Services wishes the Cat athletes the best of luck this season. Don't forget, if you're in need of tubing testing and scanning, call Empire Services at 575-318-6465, 318-6465. Hey Wildcat fans! Wildcat sports are back in full swing. Catch the action live at the stadium, in the gym, or the Diamond, or see it on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Links on the school webpage, social media, or streaming at hobbsamerica.com. The Lovington Wildcats are the finest in the West, and we love to cheer on the athletes. Thank you to our Wildcat family for your continued support. Lovington schools are the best school district in all of Lee County. Wildcat strong, go Big Blue!
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym as this game is over. 69-24 is your final. Portales winning what is going to be the last game for Lovington girls basketball this season. And here is how Lovington got their 24 points. Your leading scorer for Lovington tonight is Celeste Dominguez, 11.6 rebounds. Then you had Madison Baker with 5 points, 2 rebounds. You had Jasmine Casa, you had Elizabeth Garcia with 3 points, and then you had Audrey Alexander with 1 point, 2 rebounds, and Jaylyn Aranda with 2 points and 1 rebound, and Chloe Corral with 2 points and 1 rebound. And you have 27 turnovers for Lovington, and I'll turn
things over to TJ Miracle for the rest of the rundown, as we are, as always, under pressure to get things wrapped up pretty quickly at the end of these games
we
now
do need
and
to do
get
that,
the gyms cleared.
3 of 11 from the free throw line, 18 rebounds as a team for the Lovington Lady Cats, but a learning experience and a lot they can take out of this as they move on now. Of course, we're not done with Lovington sports. Softball and baseball still underway. We'll have more games for that next week. Basketball playoffs will be determined tomorrow. We'll see what Lee County teams go, and of course, keep it tuned into your favorite radio station, and we will let you know what games we're doing, when, and where.
All right, and the baseball came earlier. The final score on that one was
11-0 in favor of Hobbs. It was
Oh,
not
boy.
a good evening for Lovington sports.
right. But we know that the baseball season is barely underway, and there's time to turn things around. Of course, Lovington a 4A playing Hobbs a 5A baseball team. Lovington softball got off to a good start though, about a week, 10 days ago, with a victory over the Hobbs girls. So Lovington girls looking to have a really solid team this year. So looking forward to picking up with the Lovington softball as well as Lovington baseball now. And of course, we'll find out about the seeding tomorrow night and be talking about that bright and early Monday morning on all of our radio stations. So thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much to the Lovington players for hanging in there, showing a lot of determination and heart in their learning season. Congratulations to the graduating seniors who are hopefully taking some positive memories from their time playing and some enjoyment with these games, even if it hasn't been a winning season for them. So with that, we say thank you, and we will be back with more Lovington sports. Be watching for the posts about the games, who's playing where, when, how you can hear the games, see the games in many cases on HobbsAmerica.com and all of our radio station Facebook pages. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle saying so long. Again, your final score tonight is 69-24, Portales beating Lovington girls, but congratulations to the Lovington girls for their perseverance in this, and hopefully the learning experiences they take into next season, and we'll have plenty of hopefully good experienced leadership on the team as it continues to be a young team, but we'll be there with them as well coming up in the next season. Good night, everybody, from Wildcat